Prime Minister pays tribute to Doordarshan camera person killed in Naxalite attack, says he died while sharing people's dreams with the country. Former Union Minister P. Chidambaram blames the BJP government for distorting the GST out of shape and harming the economy. Defence Minister inducts new artillery guns and equipment into army to strengthen preparedness. Kifire Deputy Commissioner Ms. Kiran Rijiju briefs the Minister on development activities in remote areas. And the 12-day Northeast Book Fair gets underway in Guwahati. Yeshe Dorje Thongshi says books will always be in demand. A very good evening and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Hongita Kakuti Pathok and now the news in detail. In national news first, Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tributes on Friday to the national broadcaster Doordarshan's cameraman Achyutanand Sahu, who was killed by Naxals last month in Chhattisgarh, even as he accused the opposition Congress of shielding urban Maoist. Sahu and two security personnel were killed on October 30th in a Naxal attack in Dantewada district, located around 450 kilometers from the state capital Raipur. An innocent cameraman of Doordarshan, Achyutanand Sahu, who was doing his duty, was killed by Maoist. Modi said he was sharing the dreams of people of Bastar with other people across the country. What was his fault? The Prime Minister was addressing his first election rally in Jagdalpur in Chhattisgarh, where the first phase polling for the assembly elections will take place on November 12th.
वो हमारे भाई अच्युत साहू को माओवादियों ने गोलियों से भून दिया, उसे मौत का शिकार बना दिया। क्या गुनाह था उसका? वो तो आपके कल्याण की बात लेकर के आया था, आपके सपनों को दुनिया के सामने ले जाने के लिए वो अपने कंधे पर कैमरा लेकर के घूम रहा था। वो बंदूक लेकर नहीं आया था, वो कंधे पर कैमरा लेकर आया था और उसे मार दिया जाए।
In Assam, former Union Minister and senior Congress leader P. Chidambaram on Friday said that if the UPA comes to power in the next Lok Sabha elections, an improved form of GST will be introduced. Talking to the media at Rajiv Bhavan, Guwahati, he said that though GST is a good form of taxation, the BJP government has introduced a distorted one that has harmed the economy. He claimed that the BJP government is determined to pass a resolution directing the Reserve Bank of India to transfer 1 lakh crore rupees to the government, which will cause a greater harm to the economy than demonetization. Later in the day, he attended an open house consultation on the manifesto of the Congress party for the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections.
By the 70-30, but the BJP government doesn't seem to understand this fundamental quality of a central bank. And I'm told, as late as last night I was told, that they are determined to pass a resolution directing the RBI to transfer a very large sum of money, something like 1 lakh crore of rupees. I think that will be a disaster. To answer your question, the governor has only two options. Either he complies and transfers the money, or he resigns. In either event, mark my words, in either event, the consequences will be catastrophic. It will be worse than demonetization.
In Mizoram, today being the final day for filing nomination papers for the assembly elections, the state saw a rush in several constituencies where returning officers issued tokens to candidates who came just before the deadline. Incumbent Chief Minister Lalthan Hawla of Congress filed his nomination papers on Thursday in two constituencies. 24 Champai South and 26 Serchhip. Ex-Assembly Speaker Hife, who resigned his MLA seat last Friday, also filed his nomination papers today in the 40 Palak Assembly constituency on a BJP ticket. Finance Minister Lal Sata filed his nomination for the Aizawl East 2 constituency. Meanwhile, the standoff caused due to protest by the NGO Coordination Committee in Mizoram ended as the NGOs called off their agitation. The committee was protesting against the removal of the Principal Secretary Home, Lalnun Wawiba Chuangu. It was also demanding the removal of the Chief Electoral Officer, S.B. Sashank. Today was the last date of filing nominations for the State Assembly elections. The Army on Friday inducted new artillery guns and equipment including K9 Vajra and M777 howitzers at Deolali Artillery Centre in Nasik district of Maharashtra. The induction ceremony took place in the presence of Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and Army Chief General Vipin Rawat. Besides M777 American ultralight howitzers and the K9 Vajra, the third gun system inducted was the composite gun towing vehicle for towing some of the existing guns in service with the country. While K9 Vajra is a self-propelled artillery gun, the M77s, which have been used in operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, can be easily transported to high-altitude areas by helicopter. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, who also holds the transport portfolio, has said the government is considering to introduce Manipur State Transport Services in many other routes in the state. Addressing a function in Imphal to felicitate the MST for getting the Commendable Initiative Award from the Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs in the category of the Best City Bus Service Project, the Chief Minister said the MST bus service has become a boon for the needy people. After the revival of the public transport service, people from different parts of the state have been requesting the government to introduce the service in their districts and villages as well. Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Deb today celebrated Bhai Phuta at his residence in Agartala. From morning onwards, hundreds of women gathered at his official residence to celebrate Bhai Phuta or Bhai Dooj. The women from different walks of life celebrated the Bhai Phuta by performing all the rituals. The Chief Minister distributed sweets and pictures of goddess Tripura Sundari among the women. The Chief Minister appealed to all the brothers to cooperate with the government to make Tripura a state free from atrocities against women. Still in Tripura, reservation for physically challenged or Divyanga in the government jobs has been increased from the existing 3% to 4%. A decision in this regard was taken in the last cabinet meeting, said Education Minister Ratan Lal Nath at a press conference at his chamber on Thursday evening. Nath said there are 28 types of Divyangajan who have been grouped into 4 categories. The state government is following the central government rules in this regard, said Nath, adding that a bill in this respect will be placed in the next Assembly session. In Manipur, the state-level fish fair fish crop competition organized in connection with the Ningol Chak Kauba festival by the Directorate of Fisheries succeeded in attracting a huge crowd of buyers on Thursday. Speaking at the venue at DM College Ground, Manipur, Fisheries Minister An Kiasi said farmers in the state are able to produce only 32,000 tons of fish against the annual average requirement of 52,000 tons. As such, 20,000 tons of fish are imported from outside. Despite having vast areas under fish farming, the state has failed to meet its own requirements. Considering this situation, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has taken up certain initiatives to increase fish production in Manipur, he said. In Assam, the 20th Northeast Book Fair got underway on Friday at Assam Engineering Institute Field, Guwahati. Inaugurating the 12-day event, renowned literature from Arunachal Pradesh, Yeshe Dorji Thongshi said the popularity of printed books will never diminish. Noted journalist Konok Sen Deka was also present at the function. The fair has been dedicated this year to Syed Abdul Malik, Bhavananda Dotto and Dr. Prafulla Dotto Goswami. In Assam, a one-day awareness program on National SC/ST Hub scheme was organized on Friday by Netfee in association with the Assam Small Industries Development Corporation and National Apex Chamber in the premises of the Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship, Guwahati. Addressing the participants, Manoj Kumar Das, Deputy General Manager, Northeastern Development Finance Corporation Limited, explained how single-point registration for NSIC schemes can result in benefits under the public procurement policy for micro and small enterprises. In Assam, Dr. Kiran Rao, former additional professor in the Department of Clinical Psychology at the National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Bangalore, on Friday said countries with high rates of GDP do not necessarily ensure a social well-being. India lags behind countries like Bhutan in this respect. Speaking at an awareness program on parenting and stress management, she said the best gift parents can give to their child is their time. The program was organized in Guwahati by the Sanjeevani Sangha, the Lady Doctors Association of the GMCH. In Manipur, Ningol Chak-Kauba is being celebrated today. It is the biggest social festival of the Meitei community, where married daughters and sisters are invited to their parents' home for a grand feast. Since early morning, women with their children come to their parental house and are served with meals. They are also presented gifts by the brothers. And before we wind up, the headlines once again. Prime Minister pays tribute to Doordarshan camera person killed in Naxalite attack, says he died while sharing people's dreams with the country. Former Union Minister P. Chidambaram blames BJP government for distorting the GST out of shape and harming the economy. Defence Minister inducts new artillery guns and equipment into army to strengthen preparedness. Kifire Deputy Commissioner meets Kiren Rijiju, briefs the Minister on development activities in remote areas. And the 12-day Northeast Book Fair gets underway in Guwahati. Yeshe Dorje Thongsi says books will always be in demand. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.